Alright. Hello there, everyone. This is yyyy of Etrian. I'm supposed to be reading this out loud. Mankind flourished. However, prideful fools lost their way, and that power vanished overnight. Spirit of the Great Tree embraces the wise and calls out to adventurers yet unseen. Eons pass. Now explorers from around the world gather as they soar across the skies. The curtain is about to rise on a new adventure. I always wondered why the opening flourish isn't voiced for this game, considering in the previous game, there was an opening flourish, and that was, well, every Etrian Odyssey game has an opening flourish thingy of sorts. But 5 was the first to voice it, first and only one. Well, I guess the Untold 1 and 2 has an anime opening, but... Anyway, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Etrian Odyssey Nexus Overhaul, a mod of Nexus that overhauls a lot of the classes and changes the entire game as a result, pretty much. Along with an HD pack, this is the closest we're gonna get to an HD remake for Nexus for now. So I'm gonna start a new game playthrough on Heroic in Overhaul. Additionally, the mod comes with an option to increase the stats of enemies. So I have that as well. I have the option that slightly increases the enemy stats over time as you progress through the stratums until it becomes the highest it can be in the 9th stratum. I do have the DLC and I will be using them, but since the XP and Money Mod DLC are useful, way too useful, and the fact that they're repeatable, I've limited my use of them for the sake of my time and your time. Capiche? We will be arriving at our destination shortly. All citizens are advised to prepare for landing at a safe location and stand by. Up.
見たところ、我が兵ではあるまい。何者か。
私は名前、How do you say our in Japanese? I only know how to say my name is. I never got too far on my Japanese classes. Maybe I should get Duolingo to teach me Japanese while holding me at gunpoint along with my family. That's kind of weird that some of the images aren't. I could increase the resolution and put in a mirror filter and stuff, but like, I don't know. I feel like I might start lagging if I change any more than I already have. Oh gosh, there's some flipping on the blinking. Oh no. Oh no!
遥か東の果てにあり、多くの冒険者を輩出したというエトリア。
Etrian.
四季を彩る美しい樹海をいただいた北の広国ハイラガード。南海に位置し、多くの民が集う海洋都市アーモロード。
AKA the best place.
名君と名高い辺境伯が治める最果ての町タルシス。
Is he?
汝がどこから来たものにせよ、と
And
にか
yeah,
く
no mention
よ
of
く
the
ハセ
fifth
さん
game.
してくれた。
The fifth game barely gets mentioned on a game that's supposed to be a
我らが向かう絶海の孤島レムリアは
series
世界
so
から
far.
隔絶された地だと聞く。周辺の海域は常に荒れ、厚い雲が島を覆うと聞いていたが、ここまでの道のり、まさに言い伝え通りであった。
Is that we're kind of just flying. I mean, the weather's kind of rough.
だが目的地はもうすぐだ。そろそろ雲を抜けるぞ。
Right, so I've played a little bit of the Overhaul already. So hopefully, with this being the actual playthrough now, that things will
あ
be
れ
a
が
lot
世界樹
smoother.
だ。
And I just realized the backgrounds still aren't upscaled. It kind of sucks.
あの大樹が我らの目的となる地、汝らが挑むべき冒険の舞台である。
There are no official high-res versions of the art for this game yet, or any of the other games that are 1, 2, and 3. So the upscaling is apparently using AI.
姫、こちらでしたか。
The older versions that didn't use AI look pretty much the same though. So I don't know.
無事着陸しましたので演説の準備を。
ミュラーか。分かった。すでに準備はできている。
Still don't trust AI.
汝も広場へと向かうがよい。
君は？
集ってくれた冒険者だそうだ。
That one wasn't voice acted.
私はギュンター・ミュラーだ。軍人として飛行都市で働いている。ああ。
I should probably voice act this. Of course, there's no shortage of those seeking riches either. Some have come simply wishing to see Maginia for themselves. Yes, it's pronounced Maginia, apparently, not Maginia. We've even received some vagrant criminals in search of a new home. However, that's what we've reached. Now that we've reached our destination, we plan to have the princess provide some inspiration. You should make your way to the town square as well. Spire. There, the princess will inform you of your goal and hopefully arouse further enthusiasm for the task at hand.
ではな。
Well then, we're heading out. Till we meet again, yyyy. It really is a slow start.
エトリア、
For this game.
ハイラガード、アーモロード、タルシス。世界全土の樹海より集いし勇者たちよ。今より我らは前人未到の大地へ挑む。互いに名も知らぬ冒険者なれど、未知なるものへ挑む心を持つ同志と思え。目指すは大いなる世界樹のふもと、古代文明レムリアが残した伝説の秘宝。汝らの求める富や名誉、あるいは未知なる冒険そのものがそこに眠っているのだ。私はマギニア探索司令部の長 ペルセフォネ・マギニアス。司令部はナンジュラを常に見守り、必要な援助を行うと約束しよう。冒険者たちよ、己が誇りを胸に秘め、いざ進むのだ。
As Her Highness just said, we have come to Lemuria in search of its legendary treasures. Before we begin, we will need to measure your strength over at the Explorers Guild. Once we've assessed your capabilities, we can assign you to the appropriate missions. Come to the Explorers Guild when you're ready.
いつでも来い。
There, I will receive you as Guildmaster. Good luck to you all. Skipping to all that. To the next guild, please enter. For Yuria Guild, if I recall correctly.
よく来たな。
Welcome to the Maginian Explorers Guild. I trust your presence means you're hoping to reach Ignis. Just so that you're aware, there are quite a few adventurers who've already folded their guilds in favor of an easy life in the city. But I'm glad to see you haven't lost your adventurous spirit. Now then, Yuri, you must register adventurers to your guild, who will then become guild members. I recommend at least 5 members of different classes to create a balanced pot. Just realized he doesn't mention that if you want, you can register your own name and be a badass. I guess it's just unexpected given that that's a choice.
受け付けよう。
Right, so I already kind of basically have an idea. It's just there's 2 party slots I'm still a little on the nose about. The 2 slots I want to serve for as the main DPS. So for my backline main DPS, I could go for either a ninja, because they are actually quite good at dealing damage now. Or Night Seeker. So the Knight has a new property, and knives are basically the best weapons for Night Seekers now. So knives are ranged weapons now rather than melee. And a lot of their skills are already ranged anyway as well. And they can provide pretty much similar amounts of damage with a bit of difference between them. A little bit of difference. So Night Seeker has a bit more in terms of defensive utility, it seems, with Mass Pain and Decoy Sign and stuff. And then ninjas are purely way more offensive. Although Otori, I don't know, they're both pretty similar, honestly. This ability is pretty unique, I'd say. Ninpo Double is now called Ninpo Clone and is a force ability, which is pretty wacky. no more ability to insta-kill with normal attacks, but this is a thing instead. The ninja and the night seeker kind of got their roles reversed. Kind of. Well, they were already kind of similar, but there were still plenty enough differences between the two. Oh, this is pretty cool. The Night Seeker, this is the only representation of 5 in the game, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. And I believe Arcanists are also from 5. Oh, and Harbingers. Oh, new to the game are Buccaneers and Alchemists, and I'm actually going to have one of both. That's additional DPS. Night Seeker has access to Fire and Volt. No Ice though. No, here's Ice, but it's very late. It's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 level, not obtainable until after level 16. I mean, I guess you could technically. Oh, by the way, Master, Veteran, and Novice, for all the classes that were overhauled, so the level limits don't exist anymore for them. There are a few classes that were technically overhauled as well, but weren't. You'll know they weren't directly overhauled by the fact that they still show just they don't show numbers, direct numbers of percentages and stuff. They'll still have their they are still segmented. If I want elements and ailments, they're the way to go. If I want ailments and doubles, which have a whole lot of uses, especially for bossing. I guess it all comes down to their stats. 45, 51, 13 strength, and 9 skill. Well, 20 luck. Those are the most important stats. Strength, agility, and luck. Yeah, these guys have a little bit more strength. Defense, I assume first all defense. I thought I already had a good team in mind that I was going to use, but clearly I don't. not gonna go with Ninja, I suppose. I'll go for War Magus as the healer. Alright, I have decided. Firstly, I gotta include my favorite class in the series, which is Sovereign. She's the founder and leader of yyyy, a place of women for women. Because she's very gay. There you go. I could technically change one of the Sovereign's images to resemble exactly how she looks like in the freaking thingy back in 3 in HD. Because when I played HD, I used the DLC alternate color, the one with black hair and dark skin and blue eyes, and has that really smug grin on her. I'll see if I'm willing to do that, but it shouldn't be too hard. But for now, we'll go with budget-looking Mara here instead of actual Mara. With the exception of Mara with an added H, I'm pretty sure everyone else, for the most part, are just anagrams of either something lewd, something yyyy related, or an anagram for love. A romantic love of some kind. Except for the animal companions from 2. Right. Newcomer for Nexus of yyyy.
できるかな
is Liana. I don't remember where I got her name, but I already described her backstory on my original playthrough series without the mods. Clumsy war general that got kicked out by the army for being too fucking stupid. Right, so got a buffer, a healer, and a debuffer. Looking good. Now for the final frontliner. I'm thinking of Alchemist, since these are frontline elemental offense. By the way, the descriptions are kinda whacked. The Alchemist is using the Buccaneer, and the Buccaneer is accidentally using the Farmer, which means the Alchemist doesn't have an actual description. The subtitle is good enough at least. Flex cooperative offense is accurate, and frontline elemental offense is indeed what they are. If you play the first 2 Etrian Odyssey games, you'll know this is not at all how they're supposed to be. But oh my god, I love it. I love them. Since I'm trying to make... this is kinda true in the base game. It's just, if you bring a really bad team comp, you are going to suffer and have to grind a little bit more. Otherwise, though, you can go with any team. The same is definitely true for this game, for Overhaul as well now. But I want a team specifically that's capable of doing pretty much everything. Buff, debuff, ailments, binds, elements, physicals, the whole shebang. Anyway, another newcomer, since I don't feel like using these images. Oh, cool! The vampire skins are here. I believe may as well. Produced in 5. Our lovable plant boy.
行くぜ。やってみます。
A guy? Isn't yyyy supposed to be an all-girl squad? First of all, that's sexist, and that was never the case, according to Mara. It never has been. And second, he's trans, so it's alright. He's an exception. Along with our good boy, Rinfed. The best boy, Rinfed. Wait, his name's Nelsa. The best doggo. Always giving us the best item drops for money grinding. Anyway. Who were my final two? Right, Night Seeker. Normally this would be Alma, but Alma used to be a buccaneer from 3, so now this gonna have to be someone new. What do I do? I do believe I have someone. There's no way I'm coming up with another name and backstory and everything. And have yyyy consist of 29. I mean, I may as well make it an even 30 at that point, right? By adding 2 more. Taros. I'll have 2 white girls on my team. I don't like that, the sound of that. Give her neon pink hair and pink eyes. And the shading's still pixelated, which kind of looks awkward. Guessing that's because the shading for the custom colors doesn't work very well otherwise.
パーティーの時間だよ。
うなれ、わが手よ。準備します。
うん。行くわ。先手必勝です。行くぜ。
行きまーす。
行きます。
任せといて。
Alma's already gonna be in here and I want her to
パ
have
ーティーの
this
時間だよ。
voice, so
見せてやろう。
私ももっと力を。先手必勝で
what
参り
else
ます。
would work?
全力で行く。
やってやるぞ。
始めよう。本気で行く。援護する。
I guess Alma can have this instead.
パーティーの時間だよ。
Sarah, I still don't have a backstory for her. I'll come up with one right now. I'll ad-lib it. She's a psycho with borderline, no, not borderline, dissociative personality disorder. Sure. Dissociative identity disorder, DID. Sure. she's an assassin. She gets paid to kill people in secret and stuff. And she was one day asked to kill yyyy. Or Mara specifically, I guess. I don't know. Maybe maybe freaking what's her name? Maybe freaking Nalsa Center. Or Ralpsa rather. Nalsa's just a plant boy. God, there's so many characters now, and I suck at remembering names. Even names I made myself. I was actually wondering if I should go with a Lance Nudge instead. They're still pretty good, honestly. 16, 27, but since my front line's already filled, don't really have much of a choice, do I? The images can support up to 3 pages, that's pretty whack. Since I have the DLC, I also technically have access to those from here. Which is pretty wacky. I guess I'll go use the extras image. I do remember where I got the word Alma from. It's an anagram of Mahal. The Tagalog word for love, which is my native tongue. I anagrammed it in a way that is pretty typical with how language gets used in our language. We have words like astig, which is an anagram of tigas, where if you just say the word enough times, that's how you got the new word that describes the same thing but just more slang. Astig, tigas, 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 tig, astig, astig. Mahal, 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 maalma, alma, alma. Anyway, there's no point in getting more than 5 members for the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That said, you're not ready to be introduced at headquarters just yet. As far as I'm concerned, you're nothing more than just a green horde for now. You don't have what it takes to handle the missions that HQ will assign.
そうだな。
How about this, yyyy? Besides the missions, there are also requests by various townspeople that you can accept here in Maginia. Also refer to them as quests. We should really start setting up... yyyy should really start setting up a frickin'... what do you call it? A resume that they can just show anytime they come across one of these dungeons that just tells people, hey, we've already cleared like 5 million other labyrinths, some of which are actually Yggdrasil labyrinths, believe it or not, apparently. But hey, a fresh start and needing to prove yourself over and over again is a fun challenge. It's kinda like what Ash does whenever he gets to a new region, you know, just start over, learn new things, try new things. No, that's not a joke. All Maginians are like family to one another. It's only natural that we lend a helping hand when needed. Yet there isn't a single instance where that fact is proven. Now normally the barkeep only assigns requests to the most capable candidates, but I will order him to prioritize your guild for now. Once you polish your skills by fulfilling a few requests, I'll introduce you at HQ. That's unfeasible? Hell yeah. Excellent. Then make your way to Kabasir's tavern back in town. I'll let him know in advance that you're coming in. Best of luck to you all.
Oh.
I almost forgot. This is for you. It's an exploration stipend. Take it to a shop so you can purchase some gear for yourselves. After all, some of the requests you accept could end up being quite dangerous. Generous. One last thing, don't forget to take care of skill acquisition for each party member.
ではな。
Wait, what's the first element for Nalsa? Or not Nalsa, Taros? Alright, it's flame, that's good. Slashing and fire are the two most important elements in the first dungeon. Not because all of the enemies are like weak to it, but because of a single specific enemy. I'm talking of course about the boss of the first dungeon. Just gonna get all these tutorials out of the way. Let's make a save.
本日定休日です。もう分かったから今から開店します。
I'm Vivian, the little guy up here, Mr. Merlin. Alrighty then, good night. Heading out for an adventure, eh? Good luck. Storing and retrieving items is free now in this game. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, I'll just overwrite this and save it 9. That's what this entire playthrough is gonna be. A 9. That's a Toho reference.
なんじゃ、見ない顔じゃな。さては銭の匂いにつられてきた新たな冒険者かや。
I'll wager a guess that you've only just formed your guild, am I right? I'd heard from the Explorers Guild that there would be some new adventurers stopping by with a stipend to gear themselves up. In that case, we here at Napia's firm have all the essentials that you could wish to purchase. It would do you no good to be defeated in the labyrinth with first, correct? Technically, canonically, at least in the yyyy canon, we already know who Napia is, but perhaps, so either she forgot about us because of course she would, she only cares about money after all, or she does remember but she's giving her a whole new spiel for the new members of Etrian, for Nexus. Both are equally plausible, given my understanding of Napia's character. It'd be pretty hard to forget the faces of the people who saved an entire island that you lived in. Right, we should buy some equipment. Getting weapons are a bad idea to buy. There are stronger versions of weapons you can buy right away, but they're pretty expensive compared to the armor. Accessories are also bad because they're really expensive. I recommend just buying at least one extra piece of equipment to start off with. The armors don't have any tiers, so your best bet is to buy secondary pieces of clothing. Shield would be good for defense, but apparently turn order is greatly affected based on the equipment you have, which is pretty wacky. And since she's a buffer, she typically wants to go first. I guess a rabbit amulet might be good. That's what I want, but again, that's a bad idea. I'll go for the hat since they provide the most defense typically, and they don't come with any penalties or bonuses. Speed. The heavy armor does already slow Mara down quite a bit. Ah, frick it. Shoes are the cheapest and the fastest, and they also offer the most magic defense. The yarn gloves being with the gloves being a middle ground, with decent defense and magic defense, and a little bit of speed. Shields are purely for physical defense. They also count as weapons for the rare few that can use them. Hat for you.
装備を変えるのかよ。
Getting the front line to at least 25 defense is a good starting point.
む。
And the backline can stay unguarded pretty much, honestly, I'd say. Sure, let's get them some gloves.
む。
Because you wanna save the money for when you unlock the other pieces of equipment you can get right away, pretty much.
どうするのじゃ。毎度あり。
Right before I forget. Right, the ARV skills can come later, I believe. Right now it's far more important to have defensive utility. Enemies hit too hard, and honestly, if you're dead, then you can't do any DPS, you know? Get reinforced right away, and we'll get the elemental arms later. We don't really need the elemental arms. Guard Blight is 10 levels, but Strength Blight is... Yeah, so War Magus has got an incredible buff. Same with the Medic. These guys are not... They're still pretty good at doing ailments and stuff, but they're also just so much capable now. For one, Strength and Guard Blight, along with the newer, cooler name question mark, who no longer need buffs to activate. The Spell Sword, it simply makes them their thing again. Literally. Right. So, Guard Blight is ideal to get as soon as possible as well. But for now, I will start by trying to get all the heals. The display specifically, which now also heals binds. It's great. Oh, the DP cost remains the same at 4. Changes at 6. Weird. Right, it is a good idea to have access to all the elements. And also, we'll start by getting all the elements. But I will focus on Fire Calm every other level, along with maybe this. Although he's kind of the only one. Getting viral vector might be a good idea too. I think I'll focus on.
Oh.
Taros does have a knife in it, right? Gosh darn it. Well, there's an easy solution for this. It does not involve spending extra money.
Let's go!
変更だな。ではな。
Oh yeah, Eagle Eye. It's a good debuff. It sets up one enemy, but Eagle Eye is actually all targeting for some reason. That with Troublemaker, Chase Fire Saber. And Vulcan stance, since I kind of want to see how that works. Seems fun. And I'll be investing on the debuffs and getting one level in Trickster, which is really good. Or maybe, I mean, we didn't get away in the early game without it. We're gonna be coming back and healing in Maginia a lot either way. Must be smart.
おや、初めて見る顔だね。お客さん、この店は初めて？ようこそクワシルの酒場へ。僕はね、クワシルって言うんだ。いわゆるこの酒場の店長だね。クワさんって呼んでいいよ。お客さんは新米冒険者かな？なかなかいい目をしてるね。え、僕もだって？僕のは老眼だよ。
Just so you know, we get a lot of requests from the people who visit this tavern. Give me this, I want that, kill that monster, hell, even go out on a date with me.
いやいやいや、冗談冗談。
Now, if you complete our request, you'll earn yourself a reward. I'm not joking about that. Oh, are you yyyy killed by any chance? I was told to give you priority on all my requests. How about it then? Want to jump in and get started?
いらっしゃい。
Yoshoi!
また来たね。いやいやいや、冗談冗談。
This guy stays here until the end of your adventure. Just staying sad and drinking in the bar. Kinda funny, honestly. But also very depressing. Mostly depressing.
Wait,
Frick.
いらっしゃい。どれにすっか決まったかな。
This is from the mod. We're obviously gonna be ignoring that for a good long while. It's you can fight Ren and Plaka in the first dungeon. But they're very, very,
これ
very
にするん
tough.
だね。
So don't fight them until, like, after you're in the post game. I request? That one comes from the city's herdsman.
そうだよ。
Virginia's herdsmen care for a variety of livestock that provide the city with fresh milk and meat. We got goats, sheep, cows, horses, all kinds. The city is always moving from one place to the next. Keeping them cared for isn't easy. Whenever the city lands, the herdsmen take the livestock out of the city to let them graze on fresh grass. This time, they're in a dangerous and explored place. The herdsmen and their animals can't just walk out of the city like they usually do.
それでね。
That's where this request comes in. They want some adventurers to protect them. A specially trained soldier will herd the goats. You just have to keep them safe. The goats will eat the grass and plants while you keep watch over them.
それじゃ頼んだよ。
It's perfect for brand new adventures. They'll be waiting for you right as you leave the city. Good luck!
これにするんだね。
Not a request. That one was submitted by one of the biggest names in the city.
そうだよ。
It's McGinnis that's atop an airship. Our water supply is pretty limited. That's why every time the city lands, we have to look for fresh sources of water. The city will secure its own, of course, but the civilians will need to keep to find some of their own too. A few went out exploring and found a big lake out of the west. The only problem is there's some giant angry fish living in the lake.
僕だってびっくり
If
した。
anyone gets close to the water, it jumps out and threatens them with its big, sharp teeth. Nobody can draw any water from the lake. The people in the city are terrified. Naturally, they started calling it the Guardian of the Lake.
それでね。
That's where you come in. Here's a fishing rod and some bait. Go and fish that giant guardian out of the lake.
どうするのかな。しっかりね。
Right. Time for the most unique quest in the game. Because every other quest after is literally just a fetch quest or a kill quest. Alright, we'll do the water source quest first since that one is literally just talking. You're a pirate. The choices you make really don't matter, they're all for fluff. Regardless of what you do, you'll win the quest just by doing it. Yes. Right, so the correct answer is the plentiful forest. I'm gonna go show off the other choices just for the content. Alright, first fight. Alright, these guys are weak to ice. Nothing special past that.
これで
元気になれ。
ダンスタイムだ。
よし元気になれ。
当然の結果だ。
I just realized the team kinda doesn't have a way of doing
あ
binds.
りがとう。
Maybe I should have gone for Grayma instead. Oh well, too late, I already started. Got no choice but to stick to my guns. Another reason I wanted was because of the XP boosting thing, which will be really useful in the early game. Purely just in the first dungeon. Getting as much levels as you can before you enter the next dungeon is a big
お
boon.
帰りか。
らっしゃい。どれにすっか決まったかな。おや、何を報告するんだい。それじゃ聞かせてくれる。おや、君たち。あはは。どうするのかな。
Liana does have a way of reviving, right? Yes, good. Oh, great. Whoops.
それじゃ聞かせてくれる。いやあ、君たち。あはは。また来てね。
The two initial requests and you're level 2.
それでね。
I should voice act this. This request wants you to find a missing person. Medic went to gather some herbs and hasn't been back since. If someone doesn't go looking for her soon, we might not find her in one piece. Sounds dangerous, doesn't it?
おやおや、なんだろうね。
Can't tell you more about it until you accept the request, so I'd appreciate it if you did.
どうするのかな。どれにすっか決まったかな。俺にするんだね。おや、君たち。
A medicine shop in the city put up a request for an adventurer to gather herbs for it. A new adventurer much like yourselves eagerly accepted the request, but she still hasn't come back. She could be attacked by monsters or thieves all the way out there. That's why we'd like someone to go look for her. You're no monster or thief, are you now? What? You're not? Alrighty then. Though they do say it takes a thief to catch a thief.
それでね。
Here's some information then about you. The medic's name is Birgitta, and she went into the Virgin Forest.
それじゃ頼んだよ。
Go find Birgitta in the Virgin Forest. Good luck on them.
どうするのかな。しっかりね。
Spend the skill points right away.
よし。
Actually, I do have access to all the binds. I just need to unlock them later. Then Liana. And yeah, I do have a few other skills from my offenders that can do binds. So, yeah. This team can do everything. There you go, that's all the defensive support done and dealt with. Now I should probably put Liana in the back to be safer and focus on healing for now. She won't be much use doing normal attacks for now. No one does well with just spamming normal attacks. More defense for her is pretty important since you can only wear light armor. And she's a frontliner. Although that does mean she typically goes first. If she gets hit, nothing much we can do. Decoy sign will probably be a good idea.
よし。
はいはい。朝までお休みだね。
Pa. Okay.